Before starting work on this coin, I did not know what problems I would meet during restoration. I did not expect that this work would take 2 months. The first problem waited for me at the very beginning. It was the correct identification of the coin. I did not even know which ruler was on it. I looked through many coins from the catalogs. At first glance, it seemed to be him. Emperor Galba. You cannot even imagine how deeply I was wrong. Now we move under the microscope. I begin the mechanical cleaning. I use a very sharp metal tool for this. First, I need to clean the surface dirt and oxides. This is necessary to identify the coin. Without correct identification, I will be working without a plan. This is forbidden in restoration. It is especially difficult because under this layer of minerals, there is actually no solid bronze left. The deeper I go into cleaning, the more I see how hopeless this coin is. But for me, as a restorer, this is exactly the most exciting part. Fortunately, I discovered some remains of letters along the edge of the coin. This will be a perfect starting point to identify and restore this lost artifact. Pay attention. The letter A is almost completely visible. This is a great clue for future identification. But there is also bad news. There are serious losses on the relief and the field of the coin. I will have to rebuild and restore them. Now I will do the same actions with the reverse side of the coin. This will help me to reveal what is preserved for a correct identification. During cleaning, I realized there is no active bronze disease on the surface. This made me very happy. After I remove the surface layers, the pores on the coin will open. I will fill them with a benzotriazole solution to prevent bronze disease in the future. So, I have finished the initial cleaning. Now, let's fill the container with benzotriazole solution. I will leave the coin for 24 hours to soak properly. After 24 hours, I must carefully remove the coin from the solution. It is best not to touch it with bare hands. Benzotriazole is a toxic substance. You must wash your hands very well after using it. I remove the extra solution with a clean cloth. Then, I clean the coin with pure alcohol using a lint-free swab. After drying the coin well in a drying oven, I can move to the next stage. I will restore the coin field. For this, I use a special artificial patina mixture. You could see my work with this compound in previous videos, but you must know how to use this solution. Not everyone understands where to apply it and where it is completely useless. Another very important stage is applying it layer by layer with drying between them. If you do not follow this rule, it will simply turn into sand and fall off. After drying the first layer of artificial patina, I fix it with a pure blue patina solution. It performs two functions at once. First, It immediately stops acid reactions. Second, it builds up the volume of the lost areas. This method works like a layer cake. The mixture of blue patina and artipat works like glue. The pure blue patina works as an activator and filler. If you do not apply the middle layer of blue patina, the mixture will always remain wet and sticky. But after activation with blue patina, the mixture instantly becomes hard as stone. After that, you can lightly polish or trim it. So, a little more than 1 month has passed. All this time, I was looking for a safe and high-quality material to restore the lost parts of the relief. Now I am showing you the completely restored side of the coin. At the same time, I did not touch the reverse side at all. I want to demonstrate my new, perfectly developed technology to you. Now I will show you part of the process. I will apply a strengthening solution to the unstable or damaged parts of the letters on the coin. The whole process is to apply the fixing compound onto the silhouettes of the letters and relief. I use a micro brush. I must do this as accurately as the original die requires. Let's look under the microscope at this unusual process for numismatics. I will start my restoration with 2 Greek letters sigma. They look like CC. These are 2 letters from the name of the city Thessaloniki, where this coin was minted. It is very difficult to shoot a video and do such jewelry work at the same time. Therefore, I will immediately show you the intermediate result. The layer cake technology works here too, with correction by a sharp scraper. Even if it is hard to see in the microscope, the coin has barely visible silhouettes of the original letters. My task is to preserve and reveal them as much as possible. Next in line are the letters A, L, O. During minting, the die shifted down a little. Therefore, part of this word did not get on the coin. Because of this, we work in strict accordance with the original die. Not to make this long video even longer, I am showing you my intermediate result. I managed to reveal the goddess Nike. She holds a small statue of Kabiros, the deity of the city of Thessaloniki. This deity was a blacksmith. He was always shown with his attribute, a blacksmith hammer. The next stage is strengthening only the coin field. I apply a solution colored in black with a microbrush. This helps me to see clearly where I applied it. After it hardens, I can completely remove it mechanically without any trace. This way, I can strengthen the field and highlight the relief in even more detail. This solution is removed along with the remaining dirt and unneeded oxides after hardening. To save your time and my time, I have already removed most of the fixing compound. I left a small part to show you a clear example of how I did it. The advantage of this method is that after applying this fixer, it must be heated well in a drying oven at a temperature of 40 to 50 degrees for several hours. During this process, the fixer becomes very fluid and deep penetrating. It fills the pores in unstable areas and binds them at the molecular level. After that, it simply needs to be cut off with a scraper, exactly as the original relief requires. Another advantage of this fixer is that after drying, it becomes completely resistant to solvents like acetone. This stability gives many benefits for such work. Therefore, this method is guaranteed to extend the life of the coin for many years. It protects the bronze from the environment, including moisture and skin oils left after viewing or taking it out of an album or capsule. Before the final stage, I need to polish the scratches that inevitably remain after the scraper. Although they are invisible to the naked eye, it is very important for me not to leave such marks even under a microscope. I will do the polishing with a sharpened fiberglass stick. At the finish, I will use a carbon stick because it works more delicately. So, we have reached the finish line. All small details are done, the field is clean and polished, and the relief is revealed as clear as possible. Now, only a seemingly simple step remains. It is conservation. But at this stage, it is very easy to ruin all the work done. If you choose the wrong protective coating, it will fail its function or simply ruin your work. For my tasks, I have found the perfect option that does everything I need. And finally, the mystery is solved. Before use is a provincial coin of Julia Mamaea, the mother of Alexander Severus. It was minted in the province of Macedonia, in the city of Thessaloniki. This is a rather rare specimen showing Nike with a palm branch, holding a small statue of Kabiros in her hand. I left the natural defects of that time on the coin. For example, the central hole on the cheek of Julia Mamaea. This is a manufacturing mark from when the coin blank was made round. In ancient times, they used a tool like a lathe for this. Watch the video until the end to see the comparative photos before and after. Goodbye, everyone. See you in the next videos.